She called for 2 walks, but I'm gonna give her a whole lot more than that. Morning, friends. Welcome to this episode of Your Human Pet Ramble. My name is Cam. You might know me as Your Human Pet Services, coming at you here, Victoria, Canada, wanting to discuss my most recent request for help, a little bit about their situation, and how I plan to go above and beyond to provide service for their furry friend. So, without further ado, let's just step into it, guys. It has been a little while since I got a real request for help. Most times I seem to get people that need further service than they're able to afford, so they'll usually call for walking and imply that they need training. So this most recent request comes from a lady in a wheelchair that cannot keep up with their large dog, and he has started presenting all sorts of trouble and as well started dominating the son in the home. Although he's young and still has much to grow into for his own being, let's say, this dog is also troubled with a medical condition, epileptic, which then further troubles the situation relative to the dog's experience and largely fear-based issues. So when they called me for dog walking, I immediately thought, like, dog walking isn't going to be enough even if I was to try do 5 days a week. You know, it's not going to be enough. You're going to need to do training, and it's going to have to be reinforced within the home on a regular basis, and there's likely going to need to be changes within the home that the discussions around those changes very well may be uncomfortable. So without saying anything too much about the situation of the dog in the home, what I can discuss is what I'm hoping to do. So they committed to 2 walks and a future training plan once I get to know the dog and can make an appropriate assessment of how they need to make changes within the home to support the needed structure, and essentially starting with management and then working up to training. What I am considering doing is taking their 2 walks per week to start and upgrading them to 5, and using that as my quick means to get used to the dog, and from there they should easily be able to afford just the training package. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I had my furnace click on. I forgot to turn it off before I started recording. The joys of living in an RV. Everything creates too much noise for the microphone, especially when I have to try to speak so quietly. I need dead quiet in here, otherwise I overdrive the microphone. Anywho, that's a me issue. Back to the subject. I'm hoping that by providing them with affordable walking package to start, that they can also then afford a couple classes in training. And from there, I'm going to use my open slots and availability to try provide extra, or in cases where walks line up, put the training sessions after, so I can hopefully bring a training session into the home at the end of the walk when the dog will be receptive. That will all be planned as I go to see what the dog actually responds to, what he is really, or she, I'm not even sure, he or she. It was more a conversation about the troubles that they were experiencing. I'm pretty sure he, based on the domination. Cane Corso, so I'm going to be largely, the dog is conditioned with multiple different kinds of pressure, largely working with the halty to start to try get some head control of the big boy, and from there moving into what we can do for management within the home that they can manage. So the thought behind the halty is that if the dog has already been conditioned to the prong and the e-collar, and she's not able to manage him being in a wheelchair, we need to find some means that he does actually respect, a means of pressure that he does respect. Otherwise, it very well could be, as they hinted, a rehoming situation, but that'll be something I need to address once I see how the house is situated, and as well the behavior of the dog itself. Up next, we got The attention video, I'm still working on it, guys. I've tried to do so many takes. As you can tell, I stumble over my words and it's a serious topic. I want it to be perfect for you. So don't forget, like, subscribe, and watch for that one in the next upcoming video. Let's call it this weekend. That means probably Monday. Much love.